Okay, welcome to the Nagual Zone. I am Anaam, and today we are talking about why am I here? This age-old, pretty stupid question, to be quite honest, because it has nothing to do with living life. It is made for the kind of people who I made a video about. I made a video about those kind of people. They are entitled master indulgers. And the video I made last year is called What is an EMI? So go check out that video on my YouTube channel, The Nagual Zone. What is an EMI? E, entitled, M, master, I, indulgers, entitled master indulgers. There's in English a fantastic swear word to describe such people. And it's a one word swear word. It starts with P and it's called philosopher. Philosophers. These philosophers, there's another swear word which also these people pretend to be, and they're called psychologists. So you have the psychologists and you have the philosophers. The two most hilarious types of people that Toltec warriors come across, that that is like, man, you really need, you would ask, why are you here? Because you really have no real function in your existence right now. All you can do is pontificate on these absolutely nonsensical questions. I'll tell you what I'm saying, and why there's a reason, why there's a Toltec science behind it. For me, as far as I'm concerned, the Toltec path, the Toltec system, way, has proven to be the most scientific, and I mean that in terms of observation and application, rather than what is brainwashed for us to understand as science. It is the most well mapped out, one of the most evolved, because it's had a long time to make mistakes and evolve, systems that we can use to better ourselves and to really figure out our role here. So first, I want to start with why I am not here. What are the reasons I'm not here for? Well, humans, as far as Toltecs contend, are not here to be happy, to find happiness. You're not here to find happiness. Just this one realization will ease your life. I promise you this. Your great source of misery, honestly, your misery stems from your expectation that you are here to be happy. All your misery stems from that. You give up that expectation, which runs deeper than you think. It almost runs to now, after the breeding program, this farm and human breeding having been so overbred. Now it's become a genetic entitlement to want to be happy. No, nature doesn't exist to be happy. Nature does not exist in order to seek happiness. Okay? And as far as the Toltec warriors are concerned, we are nature. We are not man and nature. That is extremely self-important way and delusional way to think about things. And this is why white men in white coats and these philosophers and psychiatrists and psychologists, anthropologists, all these white professions, no one from Burma or Sudan or Alaska wanted to be a psychologist or a bloody, no Inuit in the frozen wastes of the Arctic or Greenland wanted to be a psychologist or a philosopher. They ain't got the time for philosophy. They're too busy living life. They're too busy being functional nature, right? What are we not? We're not here to seek happiness. Imagine if you just brought this one, pop this bubble in your life. Suddenly, your creative problem-solving mechanism inside you would start to think very differently about all your problems and challenges, that we all face. Everyone faces challenges and problems, issues, and my miseries, my personal inventory of miseries. So if I don't expect to be happy when I'm here, that kills off a lot of resistance. But I'm not happy. Well, you're not here to be happy. So leave that one. You don't need to chew on that bone. Leave that bone. It's got nothing in it for you. It will only bring you more misery. But if I can only just be happy, yeah, that's exactly why you're miserable. Right now, you're miserable, aren't you? You see how that works? It's a vicious cycle. The more happiness you seek, the more miserable you get. I guarantee you this, and I'm going on record on YouTube saying this. This will stand the test of time, this statement. So seeking happiness is out as far as the Toltec warriors are concerned. What else are we not here to do? We're not here to lead fulfilling lives. You're not here to lead a fulfilling life. You're not here to do that. You're not here to seek fulfillment. As soon as you start seeking fulfillment, you create problems. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that in your life? Your real problem is that you're seeking fulfillment. Have you not really dig deep? And the real problem is that you're always seeking fulfillment. So that seeking never allows you to rest, isn't it? It never allows you to really actually rest. Take a nice deep breath and just smell the fresh air. Look outside, look up. The fabulous clouds are forming around you, above the sky, or there's a bee is buzzing by. Bees are the big buzzword of the white people nowadays. Save the bees. When I was growing up, no one gave a fuck about bees. But now it's the bees. The bees are the new supermodels of this era. The bees. It's all to seek fulfillment. I will feel fulfilled if I save the bees. I will have served my purpose in life if I save the bees. Or whatever else people go about seeking. Seeking fulfillment. For women, Hollywood brainwashes them to seek fulfillment in a horse and an armored, shiny hero. Nowadays, they've got capes and superheroes. They're called super capes, the super types. So that the image of the I will be fulfilled when he comes gets even more unrealistic. Now, now he must look like Thor now. He must have a freaking hammer in his hand, or he must look like Thanos or Superman. It's just getting more and more ludicrous. On a side note, have you noticed how if you look at the singers, the actors, even magazines, catalogs, models, cataloging for clothes and all sorts from the 70s, you notice they had mustaches, the males, and they looked very male, very human male. The women looked very human female, and they were always not looking like children. Have you noticed? Since the digital age started, somewhere around the mid-90s onwards, 2000, now definitely. Go to a Gap or any clothes or Nike or anything, Coca-Cola, it doesn't matter. And watch how they don't look more than 16, 17 years old, the models. This world is not made for you and me. It's made for these fictitious children that don't exist, that will never exist. And they're going to get younger and younger and younger. There's a big, big twisted reason for that we will discuss another time. So we're not here to be fulfilled. Imagine you gave up that expectation. Don't you think you'd be relieved? Oh, I don't have to be here to fulfill, to find fulfillment. Okay, that's nice. I don't have to be here to find fulfillment. I'm not here to be happy. Whew. Okay, 2 big burdens taken off my shoulders. You can see where this is going, right? Because then what else is left? What else is left? What else are we not here for that the white Westerner has convinced you, or some esoteric Eastern knowledge, the Gita or the Bhagavad Gita or some Japanese text, samurai Bushido code. And Westerners are really suitably impressed. And oh, yes, I have read the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I've studied it for 20 years. Or I have, people emailing me, Nagual Anaam, or they don't call me Nagual Anaam, that's for the apprentices. Anaam, I have been a Zen student for such and such years, and I am learning this and learning that, and I am this and I am that. And all it is a big list of I am this and I am that. There's nothing else there. And many times I have to ask, so what is the point of your email, by the way? Why are you telling me what's the point? Oh, yes, sorry, I just meant to ask you if I can be your apprentice. And it's like, no, you can't. You can't be my apprentice. You will never be my apprentice. Once you figure that out, you may have a chance. Till then, I ain't going to be working on wasting. I'm not wasting my time on you. Come to me humbly, with respect, with a hunger to learn, and do not give me your fucking resume, because I ain't interested. I've seen it all. I've done it all. And there's nothing you can bring to me that will impress me. Absolutely nothing, I assure you, because you come from the average man's world, and the average man's consensus insanity is completely worthless for the Toltec warrior, right? So, so these need to be fulfilled. What else are we not here to do? To have, obviously, we'll rule out all the nonsense, like have a great career or have wife and 2 children and car and, all this nonsense, dog. We'll rule out the obvious shit. So what is left? For the average man, as for the Toltec warrior, what is left is then, okay, I'm empty right now. I'm empty of purpose right now. And the key word is right now. If I give up trying to be happy all the time, if I give up the need to feel that that fulfillment, it's like trying to get to that orgasm that you never can have, right? You're not allowed. Fulfilled. If you give up that, just relax. Breathe, man. Breathe. What's wrong with you? What are you doing? Just breathe. Relax. But I have to. You don't have to. But I will rent. It's okay. It'll come. It's all fine. Oh, but the food, who's going to put food on the table? I've got wife and kids and family and dogs and cats and whatever else I've got. It's okay. You'll figure something out. It's totally fine. And for the Toltec warrior, the same thing applies. All that is available to us is this moment. The Toltec warrior says, okay, I've got this moment and I'm not here for any kind of bullshit. Then what am I here for? I'm here to train. I'm here to train. I'm here to train up. I'm here to train. My life and my moments are to be seen as an ongoing training. And that is my greatest expectation of my life. If I can just spend each day, invest each day into training, each moment into training, each year into training, each decade into training. And I look back and go, yes, I've trained. I'm here to train. I'm fulfilling my function to train. That is a worthy expectation to have about yourself. That'll cut out so much bullshit from your relationships. Imagine if your relationships were the expectation wasn't that you are having a relationship to be happy or fulfilled.